accustomed strain. Again from its frugal sleep wakens the fervent strain. If say it's from the novel Call of the Wild, then you are right. But today, besides Call of the Wild, we will also be talking about the novel White Fang. And so, those are the two novels we're going to present today.
But first, let us learn more about the author of the book, Jack London.
Jack London was born in January 12, 1876. He died in November 22, 1916. His famous books include The Call of Wild, White Fang, The Sea Wolf, The Iron Heel, and Martin Eden.
Now, The Call of the Wild was written in 1903 by Jack London. Now let's explore the adventures of Buck.
Buck is the crossbred offspring of a San Bernard and a Scottish collie. He was born and spent his childhood in Santa Clara Valley, where George Miller lived. One day, he was kidnapped and had been sold to the hands of many people. Being controlled by humans, he soon understood the law of cub and fan. Then, he had been thrown to the cold Northland, where thousands and thousands of people were rushing, joining in the Klondike Gold Rush.
As a slave dog, studying the harsh environment, being tortured savagely by humans, the wildest tribe beside itself, he learned to survive and became the leader of the dog pack. He was then passed to a new master. John has took great care of Buck from then, but remained loyalty, devoted to his true master and loved him by all his heart. Until one day, turning to John 10, he saw a bloody, devastated scene that had happened to his master, and he became wilder than ever.
The year has terrible ghost dog that runs at the head of the pack. Hunters there are who fail to return to the camp, and hunters there have been whom their tribesmen found with throat slashed cruelly open, and with blueprints about them in the snow, greater than the prints of any wolf. In the Call of the Wild, they were full of adventures, but White Fang is different. Now, we will go to the harsh Northland where the story begins to explore the wilder, the more violent of a true wolf.
White Fang was written by Jack London in 1906. This is a story about the miserably hard life of an animal named White Fang, carrying 3/4 the burning blood of the wolf within its body. He was born and raised in the warm, loving hand of his parents, in the deep-rooted motherhood of his mother, Peachy.
But the wild is the wild, and motherhood is motherhood. At all times fiercely protective, whether in the wild or out of it. And the time is to come when the she-wolf, for a grey cub's sake, would venture to that fork and the lair of the rocks and the lynx wrath.
But one day, the storm came, shoving the boat to another direction, changing his peaceful life. And do you know what the storm is?
The childhood in the protection of his family had ended. He was adopted by a red-skinned person. But, as white wolf, it is not that easy employing the live house dogs, and he resented deeply the brothers of the first dog was to kill him.
Lip continued so to sharpen his gaze, and White Fang became ignorant and more ferocious than it was his natural right to be. Savageness was a part of his makeup, but the savageness thus exceeded his makeup.
But with his intelligence and endurance inherited from his ancestors, who led some samurais through the battles, became more dominant than the dogs.
Being bullied, left out by human in its own kind, he soon developed his wildness of unforgiving and violence in a soon age. The second master, Beauty Smith, made his life even tougher. He encouraged his tool with his White Fang itself to fight with other dogs for bedding.
Beauty Smith slipped the chain from his neck and stepped back. For once, White Fang did not make an immediate attack. He stood still, ears looking forward, alert and curious, surveying the strange animal that faced him. Round and round he went, whirling and turning and reversing, trying to shake off the 50-pound weight that dragged at his throat, then put on the little but keep his grip.
One day, when he met his love master, his life suddenly changed. Under the hand of the person who was rescuing him, within Scott,
He knew what's affection, what's forgiveness.
Love has soothed the trembling beast's fear of it, roaring fiercely of the haunted of the war that has the land within its soul. Love had changed its life completely. Love abbreviates the barbaric thorns, abbreviates the cruelty of the hot blood sitting in the body of the wolf warrior.
Scott has trained the white warrior into a civilized house dog. In the end, White Fang fought bravely against the brand to protect its master's family.
And now we will come into the most important part of this story, the summary. The first part, there will be two parts. The first part will be the artistic, and the next one will be the messages. For the first part, Tai Mai Boy will read the artistic for you.
Jack London had used metaphors, similes, and suggestive words, phrases to describe actions, feelings of the characters, making the story more lifelike, more emotional.
And for the messages is, the story teaches about motherhood, the good personalities a human should have, endurance, courageous, and loyalty. And the most important of all, the story educates us that love can wipe out all of the hostility in our soul. Love can change our life.
Do you know this book was being transformed into films from 1973 until this day? With just 230 pages of book, you explore the secret world of wildness. But not going only to be the world that you will be interested in, you will forever remember what the book have taught you. Then, why this book was so emotional? For me, animals are not human, but has a soul as perfect as humans, even more pure than humans. The wild is still lingered in him, but the wolf has merely slept, Jack London said.
You can find this book in the foreign language bookstore, and I hope that one day, in your diary, you'll write, I had read a book called Cult of the Wild and White Fang, and now I wanted to share with my friends.
Thank you for listening.